Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I wanted to show my customized Playmobil 70362 Scooby Doo Graveyard. As you can see, this now has lights and sound effects. I'm going to go ahead and show you the effects with the lights on and then also with the lights off. So this is going to be part of a shooting arcade system that I'm making. A few years ago I started posting some videos showing a very primitive version, but my new update will definitely be much better. So if I shoot the target up there with this laser pistol, the skeleton comes out of the grave, and then if I shoot the target, you could also just wait for him to eventually go back in after a certain amount of time. So you can see that the lights there are flickering orange, yellow, until you actually hit the second target. And so now I'll go ahead and show you with the lights off. So now with the lights off, you can see the lighting a lot more. This is all being controlled with a arduino that I wrote the program for. These are NeoPixel lights in here doing the flicker pattern, so it looks like there's a candle inside. Same thing with this. This is a analog LED, and I drilled a hole in the bottom of this piece so that the lantern glows and flickers. Also, I custom painted this to as close of a sand color I could find, as close as I could get to the Playmobil sand color. And so you notice there's also some black lights and the red target light, which is only illuminated if the target can be shot. Once I shoot it, the light turns off, and you can see the skeleton comes out. So it's a pretty foolproof program because no matter when you shoot the skeleton, it'll work, and it always will fully reset. And this is just running off of 5 volts. Underneath here I have the Arduino, but this just plugs in with a little barrel plug, and the sound chip can be reprogrammed optionally if needed. I just have 3 different sound effects basically. So I have an ambient cricket sound that plays for about 3 minutes and it just constantly loops. But with a 3-minute soundtrack file, it's harder to tell when it's looping. And then if you shoot the target, the crow with crickets and then obviously the coffin opening and closing sounds are on one. And then the ghost sound effect is another. I can provide the files needed to make this project if desired. The program I wrote is a bit complex because it has basically a bunch of different cases so that it knows when to do something and to default to whatever, and it's definitely the most complicated thing I've ever conceived for an Arduino to run. I'll go ahead and show you one more time without me talking. And you'll notice, obviously, the skeleton is all attached to a servo now. I put a hinge in the back here. It's just a little brass hinge. And there's some springs to try and prevent the coffin lid from being too heavy. And then I just drilled a hole out the side here and mounted a servo right here with glue. And so at 0 degrees, the skeleton is fully down, and then at about 80 degrees is where he pops out normally, but then he goes to 90 degrees when you shoot the second target. And so far it's working pretty well. Also, the speaker is right underneath his head so that you don't ever really see it, but you still get pretty good sound. Which is right back here. Also, the targets are just photocell resistors. So these are just sensitive to light. This is still pretty basic, really, because all you need is a super bright light. And with a laser shooting right on the target, it works really well because it will directly illuminate the target at this right at the sensor, so then it can actually sense if you've shot it or not. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments about this, just let me know. I'm going to be doing some more future updates once I get the system more set up.